We are currently in Washington, D.C., and we like documenting the hotels that we stay in just to be helpful, and if in case you're looking for one, you can have an idea of
affordable-ish.
Yeah. So this one's around $250 a night. It's the Embassy Suites Convention Center. The reason why we chose it was for the location. It's about 0.5 to 0.7 miles away from the White House. So as far as getting around that area, walking distance. In fact, we actually walked to the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum. It's about a 28-minute walk, but still beats having to drive. Or
there's a metro station fairly close to it as well, which is nice.
Yeah, and really this video is all over the place. We already checked in, but we had to leave due to the Air and Space Museum. We had to get there. So the intro is going to be after we checked in. However, when we get back, we're going to show you the room, and we're going to insert the footage from when we checked in. Parking was a bit tricky.
It's valet only.
Valet only, and it was kind of a scary deal pulling in. But anyway, we're going to show you the hotel. Hopefully it's helpful, and if you're looking for a place close to the White House, it sure is. Let's go check it out. Now, before I put in the footage of us getting to the hotel, just as a little backstory, you have to back in off a main street. You get out, you check in. Once you get a room number, you get your valet parking. It's $60 a night. That's the only parking you can do related to the hotel. You can find, I think, an overnight parking garage somewhere else and walk, but the best option is to just do the valet. And then when inside, check in over to the left, elevators, but we'll show you the room when we get back in, because with it being an Embassy suite, they do have a separate bedroom and living area that has a pull-out bed. When we get to the exterior, I'll show you the exterior, but we are really close to Chinatown, and again, even the basketball arena, you're close to that. So the reason why we got it, walking distance to most locations in the downtown area. Now, if you're gonna go outside of it, just take the metro, but as far as areas around here, restaurants, things like that, perfect to walk to. Location wise, I would just put it in your GPS, but K Street, we're on 12th and K, take a right and we're gonna head down to 10th and K, and that's where the embassy will be. Coming up here, we have 10th Street. I will kind of do a walkthrough of the experience earlier, and then add the footage of us pulling in. So earlier today, we turned on 10th Street in the car. You come down here, and this is the embassy right here with the flags. There's no parking to drop off. In fact, they said everybody showed up at once. So right now, perfect. Easy to back in or pull in even. But if you're staying here, you have to back in and then unload here on this street. Right now would be the perfect time. There's nothing coming, but if there's people here, tough to do. So we are currently at the Embassy Suites getting ready to check in, and it's valet parking. So you just have to magically back in your car right here. And once you do, you can check in. Once you're checked in, you can unpack. Once you're unpacked, they will take your car and park it. You have access to your car 24/7. They'll bring it out in front for 5 to 10 minutes if you need it. They give you a little slip too that you can like claim your car back. And I think it said parking is like $60 a day. And here are the rates for 70 overnight. I thought it was 60. There's a Starbucks across the street. This was very tricky to do. Embassy Suites, Washington, D.C. Convention Center. Here is the lobby. Here's where you check in. Look at that map back there. There's a little kitchen and bar over there. Rooms up here. We're getting checked in right now. So we did get checked in, and we are heading to, I think, the 6th floor. And the elevators are this way. We're just back in the lobby. That's where we checked in. They have the Brickstones little food area. And then through here's the elevators. Look at these painted portraits of presidents. And then here are the rest of the presidents in the portrait paintings. I like how they did these. And then the elevators We're looking for the convention center portion and also where we eat breakfast, but here's a look at the fitness center, which I'm guessing stays open probably 24/7. That's what I would say. I don't see, probably have to get to it downstairs, but so after looking at a map, I think you have to walk to the convention center. I don't think you have access to it from the hotel. Looks like it's down the street, just not very far. We also need to check out the pool. We are 633, which is gonna be right down this way. And then 633 right this way. This far room. So as you enter, you've got this little area. Sorry, we've got snacks here from the road trip. You have a microwave. You also have a mini fridge, a sink. What's that? A safe. And so basically this is like the one living area. So you have a table that pulls out, which we'll do here in a little bit, to a bed, a TV on the wall. Looks like maybe the TV, no, maybe it stays there. I thought maybe it swiveled out. What view do we have though? Downtown view. There's a coffee place right over there. Not bad. And if we turn around this way, it does swivel. Nice. We'll have to, I don't know if you want to start trying to get the bed together maybe and see what it looks like. We'll show you the actual other side. And then the actual bedroom is one king bed. Also views outside. TV, little storage section there on the wall. If we look out this window, windows are a little bit dirty, but again, downtown views. Here's a view of the other side of the room and beds. Seems pretty good. Over here we have a closet. Door's a little tricky, so just gotta yank on it. Here we have the bathroom. A nice mirror. The only bummer is you would think with it being an embassy suite, they would have a little restroom out there and not just this solo one in the actual bedroom. But let's look at that. And then I think they got the bed pulled out. So it is a smaller bed, but it does give you another sleeping option right here. And I guess technically you could have somebody sleep right here if need be. I'll show you the pool maybe tomorrow, and then maybe in the video after that just to let you know how the beds were. But I think I'm gonna pause tonight, pick up in the morning, maybe say how we slept, and then show you the pool. We already showed you the fitness. We might be able to get to breakfast sometime. I know we have a spot we're gonna go eat at that's not here, but maybe we can still show you what the breakfast looks like and then end the video there. So stay tuned. We're gonna call it for this evening. It's the next morning. Pros and cons about that hotel. The sleeper bed, not very good at all. And the room setup was very weird. So there's only a couple outlets out in the living area. One's behind the TV, one's behind the bed. The other ones are like across the room. So if you don't have like an extension cord, you really can't plug your phone in too great. And then also the toilet was leaking. The TV was off due to the weather. They couldn't really help that. And then, and just some small things like that. So also this morning, not all the elevators were working, like 2 of the 4. So we ended up taking the stairs. And then we didn't get to check breakfast out this morning. However, pros, you are walking distance to basically everything, which is nice. And it wasn't really loud. So we'll continue this video throughout this trip. So we made it back to the hotel. So we're picking back up again. Let's go check out the pool real fast, which is L2. It says hours 7 to 10. Not bad on the pool. You do have views of the outside. I don't see a hot tub, I don't think. But anyway, you have a pool option here. So here's the Brickstone's kitchen and bar. This is where the breakfast will be in the morning. And then also as far as the convention center, it's not connected. So you actually go out these doors, take a left and then a right, and it's about a 5-mile walk that way. I just asked at the front desk. Very quick preview of the menu in case you want to eat here sometime. That's kind of what we had to do. Everything else was closed, so we just stopped in to give this one a try. Let's see, there's another page. Not gonna get a whole lot here either, just because it is late tonight. So we just ordered some pizza, cheese pizza. This is what it looks like. It actually looks really good, but yeah, not a full review. I have to say the pizza's actually pretty good. So we're getting ready to leave the restaurant and head up to the room. I think we'll extend the hotel video one more night and then finish it up. It is the next morning. There's the hours. We've got some fruit, muffins, milk and cereals, yogurt, bakery. I don't know, is that oatmeal over here? There's eggs, potatoes, bacon, sausage, pancakes. And then they have like an omelet station and some drinks over there and seating all throughout. Also, to pick back up with the Embassy Suites hotel tour, here's the outside of it officially. And something I didn't show earlier, Starbucks is right across the street. All right, we're gonna end the Embassy Suites video here. I think we showed about all we could. Overall, there's some things that could be improved.
Yeah.
You're also not spending an arm and a leg though, and we pretty much walked everywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think this, as far as getting a cheaper rate at this location, it did what we expected it to do.
Yeah, and I think online there might be also other rooms than the one we had. Maybe they have like a 2-bedroom one or something a little different. Oh, that's fun. Like a 2-bedroom one or something like that. But location was pretty much perfect, honestly.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I think we're gonna call it. With that being said, that does it for this stay. Thanks for watching.